It sounds like you had some unexpected visitors out there.
Those two beasts came out of nowhere. Who were they?
Victor Creed and James Logan Howlett. But I'm sure they'd prefer to go by their current aliases.
Sabretooth and Wolverine. Those two have been at each other's throats for decades.
Wolverine? Then he is a werewolf? Huh. I did not sense that from either of them.
Because they are mutants. Like me.
You are... like them?
I will not be howling at the moon anytime soon, Hunter. It affects us all in different ways.
There are some things you'll need to become familiar with in our post-atomic world, Hunter. Mutants being a big part of that.
A blessing or a curse in the blood, depending on who you ask. I can explain further if you must know.
In the meantime, I need to look into what's happening in New York. Wolverine is an honorable man, if a bit rough around the edges. Sabretooth, on the other hand, is a homicidal maniac. The fact that he's got his sights set on you is definitely not good news.
Wait, you know Logan?
Who do you think first told me about you? You'd be surprised how many people have found their way into these woods over the years. And once they do, they tend to find a way back. I doubt this is the last we have seen of either of them.
Wonderful.
Having Sabretooth wrapped up in all of this is another headache we don't need. I can only hope Logan handles him swiftly, before he causes too much trouble.
How much do you trust this Logan person?
Quite a bit, actually. He's a bit prickly, but he's dependable.
Exactly how dependable?
I would trust Logan with my life, the same as you.
That is quite a bit of trust. I am surprised you have never spoken of him before.
Logan is a good man, but he follows his own path. After this, I may not see him again for several more decades.
I suppose there is nothing more to do but wait. I have a feeling we will be seeing more of Logan and Sabretooth.
Oh, I'd count on it.
Logan and I are not exactly best friends or anything. He's more my brother, Piotr's friend. Like I said earlier, we're all mutants. Not to freak you out or anything.
You say mutant as if it is a bad thing.
In some parts of the world, it is a very bad thing. You've been sleeping in a grave, so you've missed out on the anti-mutant hysteria. The Mutant Registration Act, all that crap.
So it is safe to say that things in the modern world are not easy for your kind.
That's an understatement.
So you and these other mutants, you all know each other from Russia?
Hardly. We're all part of the X-Men. I mean, not currently. But I guess once you're an X-Man, you're always an X-Man.
Just like a midnight sun.
I guess so.
And this Sabretooth, he is a mutant. Does that make him an X-Man as well?
Definitely not an X-Man. He and Wolverine go way back. Who knows what their feud was originally about? I doubt they can remember either.
He has been tracking us for a bit. He was the presence I sensed at the docks.
Are you sure it was him and not something else?
I hope this Wolverine takes care of him, so we do not have to worry about it.
You should be so lucky. Logan and Creed have been chasing one another's tails since before I was born. If Logan ever killed him, I think he'd be so overwhelmed he'd pass out.
Thank you for explaining this to me. It seems I have a lot to learn.
Of course, mutant society is small but super complicated. But all you need to know is that Sabretooth sucks.
Blade? What is it?
Caught a scent around the Abbey that doesn't belong. It's faint, not enough for anyone else to notice, but it hit me again tonight. How's that dog of yours when it comes to tracking? You two up for a little hunt?
I'm sure Charlie could help. And I might be useful too.
After you. You sure that dog knows where she's going?
No, but I trust her instincts.
At least you're honest.
Charlie will be the first to let us know if she cannot find the way.
You two have a lot of conversations?
I can tell you never had a dog before, Blade.
Never got the chance as a kid. Too risky these days in my line of work.
Maybe you just need to find the right dog.
Haven't found a breed yet the vamps won't eat out of spite.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Let's see what that dog can do.
That looked like...
Some kind of jacked up shadow hound. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we just found the Barghest. But it can't be.
The what?
The Barghest. Legendary demon dog of the old country. Kind of thing you'd hear stories about around the campfire.
A shadow hound could easily be mistaken for a spirit, but how would it have gotten here?
Good question, but we're not gonna find the answer tonight. Let's head back before Caretaker locks the doors on us. I'm no expert, but that's not a portal. Looks like magic's, but I don't know. Red? We should head back. Don't want Caretaker to come looking for us. You coming?
I have seen Caretaker mad.
Me too. We better hurry.
Magic, do you consider yourself Russian?
You answer first. What country can you say you belong to?
I have never paid much attention to borders and flags.
I am the same way. Living in Hell's antechamber alters your perspective on the folly of nations.
What would you do if a country took issue with you?
Move my candy stockpile to Limbo, then wait until it all blew over. We must do this again.
Awesome! Thanks, Hunter.
There. Finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started?
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open, but the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it. Hunter, hello. We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together. Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear.
Good girl, Charlie.
Hunter, if you're receiving this message, please come to the central console as soon as possible.
That is odd. Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl. Dr. Banner, you have re-emerged.
I'm sorry, Hunter. Probably not the best impression of me. But now I'm back.
And we are happy to have you back, Doctor. We were worried for a brief moment.
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. Doing better than our comm system was. I was knocked offline by a spike in gamma radiation that tore through the electromagnetic spectrum. Bad day to be a Manhattan cell phone tower. But don't worry, I've isolated the problem here. No more blackouts, I promise. But I am concerned about the other ripple effects this gamma radiation could have caused. That's why I would like to scan you and see if the shifts in energy have affected you.
Anything, if you think it will help your research.
Immensely. It's quite possible it can give us a clue on how to counter this gamma shift. Just stand very still. You shouldn't feel a thing. And we're done. Once I analyze this scan, we'll all be much wiser. Thank you, Hunter.
Thought it might be nice to get away from the others and not talk for a change.
So we are going to fight again?
Not exactly. You've proven you can handle yourself with a sword, Hunter. But a warrior's greatest weapon is their mind. Yoga requires discipline, balance, and control. 3 things I'm hoping you've got in spades. How about we grab a couple of mats and find out?
Agatha instructed me in multiple postures from the original sutras themselves. I would be happy to show you a few techniques.
Well, I didn't exactly learn my asanas from the mall, Hunter.
Okay, Blade. Let us do this.
Was hoping you'd say that. Now sit down, relax, empty your mind. Or as Magic likes to say, pretend you're Robbie.
Our Avengers house guests are hogging the comms to chat with their best buddy, Bruce Banner.
What about you, Spider-Man? Are you going to cozy up to the Avengers and join their little Earth's Mightiest franchise?
Ha, what, me? An Avenger? Yeah, only in my wildest dreams.
So you're throwing in with the kids, huh? I feel so... how do I put this? Like a consolation prize.
I don't have to choose, we're all on the same side, right? We're all against Lilith.
I don't know. Ileana, are we all on the same side here?
TBD. But if you're with the Avengers, you're out of Nico's movie nights.
Nobody told me becoming a superhero would be like high school all over again.
We're not besties yet, but we are getting there. I never knew the Abbey had an oubliette. I don't like to be touched. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Hunter?
Come along, Charlie.
What's up, Ancient One?
Ah, I see. What is it, Charlie? Find something? I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. Well met.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right? Whoa, save some.
Feeling good today, girl.
I gotta say it. Hanging with you has been a major confidence boost. Well, sort of.
Sort of?
Have you seen the people we've got cruising around this place? Tony's a genius. Strange can do practically anything. Carol can fly the solar system and a fighter jet. And then there's me, with a flaming demon in my head.
A flaming demon in your head is far from mundane.
Yeah, it's cool. But not, you know, top shelf cool. Not like those other guys.
Do not let it rattle you, Robbie. Have faith in yourself.
I don't know. I don't want to mess up and disappoint anyone or, worse, get someone hurt. I made that mistake once before and I have absolutely zero desire to do it again.
It is fine to worry sometimes. I confess I have done it myself. But be careful not to let that worry infect your every thought. Do not let it slow you down or make you overthink your every move.
If only slowing down and overthinking was my actual problem.
We all mature in different ways.
Yeah, I hear you, Hunter. And, I appreciate you seeing the best in me. Even if the best is Sparky.
I think the best of you is yet to be discovered.
Look at that map. We've got emergencies all over the globe.
Hydra is staying true to its multi-headed namesake. They're currently active in New York, Paris, Moscow, Singapore, Los Angeles. The list keeps growing.
They caught us off guard. We'll put them back in check.
With what, Tony? Avenger forces are spread thin as it is.
Temporarily. We're back in contact with Banner, and we still have the tower.
And that's supposed to make us feel better? We thought we had the Sanctum until we didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, Stephen, but your overrated metaphysical library is not my state-of-the-art militarized tower. It will hold.
Hold what? Your ego? You'll need a taller tower.
Oh, coming from the man who literally calls himself Supreme.
Are you two finished yet?
Every second we waste arguing, Hydra takes another bite out of our ass.
Fine. Then let's stop arguing and take a bite out of their let's just stop arguing.
If Lilith doesn't kill me, this bickering sure will.
Hey, careful. Some of us aren't immortal, quasi-invulnerable demigods.
That was quite a heated discussion between you, Caretaker, and the Doctor.
What can I say? I will always fight to keep the faith. Hydra may be on the rise, but they will never rise above the tower.
I hope you are right, but I am not sure Lilith is intimidated by much in the modern world.
Then we'll just have to show her. We're the new hotness, and she's messing with the wrong people. At least I'm back in contact with Banner. That's a relief. I wasn't so worried about the tower as I was about his mental health. And if he's holding up, so will the rest of us.
I suppose you're wondering about that argument. I had hoped we could all conduct ourselves in a calm, professional manner. Unfortunately, Tony really gets under my skin sometimes.
I could see that.
I mean, the nerve of him to say that the Sanctum is inferior to Titanium Tower of Tony. Can you believe it?
The ancient evil we fight is not intimidated by modern technology. Our only hope is the magic you have in the Sanctum. Getting it back is key to our success.
Yes, I'm glad you see the light on this. I knew you would appreciate the Sanctum. We need to have it back.
How bad is your disagreement with Tony? Is it going to cause problems for the rest of us?
Don't worry, Tony and I may argue, but when it comes to stopping Lilith, we are in total agreement on the end goal, even if we disagree on the way to achieve it. Sometimes Tony and I do actually act like grown-ups. Well, at least I do. Ciao.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
I wonder if Hydra sits around arguing like this.
located a Hydra agent with an unusually high gamma signature, probably from working in close proximity to their recent experiments. If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plans.
It will be done.
So it begins.
Whatever gets the job done.
If you try, you'll only embarrass yourself.
Your time has come.
Hell.
For Hydra.
Their research has finally paid off.
Something is wrong.
Not that it matters, but here come their friends.
Serve her with honor. We are immovable.
You'll need all the help you can get.
feel more like myself every day.
Now's your chance. Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings.
Hydra's in control of the situation. You're gonna remember me. Finally, it's my turn. This should get you going.
I don't blame you for bringing hell.
The agent is making a break for it. Stop them! Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert. We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
This shall be of great help.
There are worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you.
We will never forsake her. I've been waiting. I was born for this.
They do not seem to be a match for us.
None will be spared.
Good work.
Vengeance is near.
Leave some for the rest of us.
I always hold a grudge. This will be done soon.
Behold the light's gift.
You're a good friend.
You have earned this.
Very effective.
The battlefield is ours. Ready for a real hit? You're in trouble now. Don't waste it.
They will not last much longer at this rate.
We'll punish them.
They cannot possibly match your strength. The light will heal you.
I am empowered. Has chosen. Only a fool would stand before us.
Ready?
Hail Hydra! Are you ready? Let's see how tough you are.
I've been waiting for this.
Whatever works for you.
Don't you know who I am? Now we're just lucky we aren't allowed to take your life. I have no respect for mindless followers.
For the mother! Time for the real thing. Right time to shine. Your penance is due.
I am impressed. I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
Hostile unit on the move. The enemy has the upper hand. This is gonna hurt. Let's see how tough you are.
This will have to do.
Now that was something.
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.